My name's Kevin Long from justmeans.com, and I am in LA at the Opportunity Green Conference. With me here is Morgan Putnam, and Morgan is from the amazing California Institute of Technology. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
Good, good. Now, we were just talking a little bit about the importance to combine designers and scientists, and this is a passion of yours. Can you talk a little bit about why that's important?
Yeah, so I think that designers do a wonderful job of envisioning products, envisioning markets, and trying to bring them out into the world. And it's something that scientists don't necessarily do very well. But at the same time, because what we make is so abundant, and we make so much stuff, we have to be very careful about how we make it, and so that it doesn't, damage the world around us. So this whole conference is about sustainability, and so a critical part of understanding whether the products we're making is going to be good or bad ultimately is understanding the very fundamental nature of those products, and so that's where scientists come in.
Can you give an example of where that intersection has been successful or could be successful?
Sure. So I think one area to focus on is plastics. And right now, today, we heard about in the oceans, there are plastics are accumulating in what are called gyres. And there's one that is reportedly the size of Texas or maybe even North America. It's sort of rumored. It's hard to believe, actually. The sea dragon here to our right, which I know isn't on camera, that's where the inspiration for that sea dragon came from. It's made out of plastic bottles. It's teaching fifth graders about how there is just a tremendous amount of plastic in the ocean. So
how much plastic is allegedly in the ocean?
So the number I most recently heard was the size of North America. In the Pacific Ocean gyre.
Wow.
Yeah, that's actually astounding. And if you go to Plastic, the Real Sea Monster, you can find that on Facebook. You can learn a little bit about that project. And from there, you might be able to find out more about gyres. But
so if you look in Facebook for
the Real Plastic, the Real Sea Monster. So now I'm plugging someone else's thing, who's an awesome, I think she's an artist, but she's working with second and third grade teachers because she's really into inspiring kids to sort of embrace the challenge of sustainability. So one of the questions that came up at the conference today was, can we design plastics that biodegrade in the ocean? And the answer is yes, people are coming up with ones, but sometimes they involve heavy metals like cobalt. So now you're trading you're getting something good, right? We get plastic that degrades in the ocean, but now we're going to put cobalt into the ocean. So, and actually, I didn't really fully follow this tag, so maybe it wasn't cobalt because it was referenced quickly, and I should say a little disclaimer that I'm not quite sure that was the plastic that was going to biodegrade. But the point is that if we're going to have plastic biodegrade in the ocean, what's the consequence of that? And that's where you have to have the scientists who are going to go, okay, I can understand the ocean chemistry, I can understand the chemistry of how a bottle degrades, and that's where we need really the intersection of the two communities.
With the designers and the scientists together.
With the designers and the scientists together.
So last question, why are you at the Opportunity Green Conference?
I'm here because there aren't many scientists here, and so I'm here to help bridge that gap.
As a scientist?
As a scientist.
Okay. Well, designers, you heard it. Find this man, and he's looking to do some collaboration. This is Kevin Long from justmeans.com.